Oh, hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dark Ray Gaming, and today we are continuing our Masochist playthrough. I'm just in the process of trying to cook up a new deck. Because we have like a weirdly decent number of Dragoonity cards and a bunch of wind support. And one of our best extra deck guys that we own is Clearwing Fast Dragon, which needs wind monsters. So I'm trying to see if I can concoct anything here. What I'm seeing is that I'm very limited on like Dragoonity names. Right, I've already put all of these guys in. And then this one's a tribute summon. And needs you to have a level 3 Dragoonity. Actually, wait, target one winged beast Dragoonity you control. Oh, he can target himself? Thought he had to target a level 3 or lower for a minute there. We have enough special summons that we can try him. And he can equip one of the 2s that can then summon themselves. Yeah, we can give that a shot. Not sure what to trim though. And I could try to trim the normals, like the normal monsters, but then I'm running quite low on winds. We also have Windrose, the Elemental Lord, which has a non-zero chance of being summonable in a pile like this. We also have Tempest, which is a pretty decent card, I hear. I think Tefnu, it's probably not good enough because it loses. It's not a wind monster, so it's not that great. Damn, I really wish I had a copy of Monk. If I had Monk of the Tenyi, I could cut pretty much all of these normal monsters. But even then, I guess I'd be a little bit heavy on non-wins. I kind of need to cut stuff, but at this point I'd be cutting removal or I'd be cutting the wind monsters. I suppose some of the trap cards could be cut. I guess Tyrant's Tummy Ache seems like a good cut. Like, we're probably going to have cards in hand with this build, so that's probably less good. And then I guess I'll take this for a spin and I'll figure out as I'm playing what needs to be cut. It's probably going to be these normals. Maybe I just trim them now to save myself time. Incidentally, do we have anything else that synergizes with Harpy Lady? I mean, we have Harpy Queen and Birdface, but I don't feel like that's very good. And this requires 3 Harpies. Yeah, that's never happening. And then we have the 2 worst numbered Harpy Ladies. No, we can't even summon this one, can we? Yeah, we can't summon that one. Do we need the level on this? It's a 3. Oh, if you're wondering, these are the best wind normal monsters that I have. Like, stat-wise. Does the 3 change anything? 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2, that's 5. So, that says access Chanbara. But I think other than that, it doesn't really do anything for us. The 4s with the 2s can make Stardust Charge or Dragoonity Knight Vajrayana, provided the non-tuner is a winged beast, which means that doesn't work with Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress. But if we cut too many normal monsters, then cards like Scream don't work anymore. I guess I could cut the normal stuff. right? What would that look like if I cut the normal monsters? We'd have to cut Scream and Fists, along with the 3 field spells, and then the 5 normal monsters. Well, I'd keep I'd keep Sky Scout because it's a beater. And then how would we be looking on wins? We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like we must have better spells, right? Because we're not playing any spells here. But I think our spell lineup is like really mediocre. Well, we'd probably play this if we're playing Winged Beasts, but now I've cut most of the Winged Beasts. Right, these are basically all just dragons now. Yeah, they're actually pretty much all dragons. It's just, except for the Primus. And the Ryza and Windrose. So this is probably not worth including. A whole bunch of cards that I don't really recognize, but that I know are not necessarily very good. Yeah, I think the spell lineup that we have is pretty bad. Yeah, we don't own this Dark Hole, it's from a structure deck. Same with like these cards. I mean, we have Magical Mallet. That's a card that exists. Don't have the Smashing Ground, it's from a structure deck. We do have Dimensional Fissure. But Dimensional Fissure turns off Tempest. And Vashuda. We could play Reasoning. I mean, we also have Book of Lunar Eclipse, which is not terrible, I guess. All these powerful cards that we don't have. Okay, so I think... I mean, I kind of hate it, but I think this is about as concise of a list as I can get. Let me do some quick number crunching. So we can get into... So any extender plus Primus is a Synchro 7 for Clearwing Fast. Dux targets a level 3 or lower Dragoonity in the graveyard and equips it, so he's a Synchro 6 or a Synchro 5 if we have the setup. These guys are just bad cards, though. Except this one. This one summons a dragon or winged beast from your grave and negates its effect, so this is kind of Blizzard, I guess. So this could also go into the 7. Level 4 or lower, wind, dragon, or winged beast. Although I don't have... Oh, I could bring like the Kwakimeru Drago, for example. Or I can bring back the Ducks and go into a 6. I'll run with this and I'll see what's missing. Oh, extra deck. Let's just put a second copy of Hagakuramino. It's another wind to put in graveyard for, like, Tempest. I'm not even sure what dragon we'd search off of Tempest's hand effect. Probably one of these really bad tuners. We don't have any Synchro 9, 10, 11 that are generic, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to make use of Tempest as Synchro material unless we specifically draw it with Adhara. And I think we'll run with this for now and we'll see what we can do. Oh, cosmetics. So let's see. Wind. I suppose 3 main cards would be Tempest, Ryza, Nahata. Sure. We're kind of hoping that a few trap cards can get us there. And occasionally making a synchro boss monster that can be outed with anything, basically. We've got an Unfathomable Explorer, but they have chosen to go first, so... Well, we contribute some in Ryza, depending on what they do. Yeah, I keep getting these hands with Guiltia plus these conditional special summons that need me to not have a monster. And it feels bad. But at the same time, Giltia is kind of Pankratops at home. Okay, we'll wait to see if they do anything, like, competent. Starting with Ashuna is usually a pretty bad start for Sword Soul. I mean, I am just guessing that it's Sword Soul, but what else plays Tenyi? Okay, we're going into Shaman. That's fine. Normal Taya. Okay, so it is in fact going to be Sword Soul. Not sure how I deal with the Qishao. I guess I can normal and Guiltia uses my normal summon. I was gonna say I could go for Guiltia first and then tribute summon the Ryza, but don't have enough summons for that. Presumably we send Adhara here. We're sending Moye. You're telling me we have the Reborn already? Oh, we have the Reborn. We can search the Reborn off of the Qishao. But, I mean, they'd have to have, what, the Reborn and a reveal for him if they wanted to use the Moye here? I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, I can add the Chi Shao with Blast held by Destiny, right? I can just go beat down, summon Dream Devourer, clear the Shaman, set Blast. Oh. Good thing I didn't concede, I guess. It's a nice free win. Oh, I just realized. Let's fix this up. Haha. Blue medicine. That's going in the collection for sure. I see 4 purple cards and a monster that does nothing. Would have been nice hand going first, especially since we could have Dimensional Barrier called Pendulum. We're probably dead, but I'll wait it out. Supreme King Gate Magician, a second copy. This is a new card. It's got to be once per turn, right? You can only use this effect once per turn. You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay, so they're getting on in hand so that they can use the hand effect. Okay. Add a card that mentions Zark. Okay, and then we haven't normal summoned. Yep, there's our normal summon. Grab the... Okay, another copy of this. Oh, because it's a level 7, so we can use it for Odd Eyes. Make Electromite, probably. Yep. I mean, there's probably not much point in me sticking around, but I thought the same about the Sword Soul matchup, so who knows? Maybe they do something silly, they link off their entire board, and I get to Judgment them for 5. Who knows? Exceed the pendulum. Okay, are we going to actually pendulum summon now? That's a lot of 7s. Normally you only need the 2 level 7s. Like, this is going to be Absolute, and then they're going to link that off to get Vortex Dragon. What do we need the extra 7s for? Oh, we're just using them as pendulum monsters to copy Electromite, because of course we are. Okay, here's Little Knight. What are they banishing with Little Knight? Okay. Not sure why we're banishing our own guy with Little Knight, but sure. There's an Omni. Copy Electromite. Wow, how inspired. I've never seen that before. Pop the double iris, probably. Huh? That feels incorrect. Oh, they drew the trap card. Okay. Hilarious. Of course, we'd not even draw a normal summon. They'll just... Oh my goodness, it's Zark. Well. We go again. That's a promising username. I'm noticing a problem with this deck. Didn't even realize I could search Sloth with this, I'm not gonna lie. I think... Well, we grab one of these guys for sure, but I don't know which one of these is the... This one has an effect when normal summoned, so I think we grab one of these two. This one can only be used for Dragoonity, so I guess we grab Phalanx. We set a card, it could be literally anything. And we set 2. Nine card extra deck. Opponent's got a wonky username, could very well be a bot. Special summon a level 3 armed dragon from the deck. Okay. I mean, they used it in the main phase. Target one armed dragon you control. Take one monster with the same name from your deck or grave. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. Okay, so summon another armed dragon level 3. Are we going to summon just a regular old armed level 3? We are? Okay. And we're normal summoning a third armed dragon level 3. Well, I'm going to get rid of this one. Because while these can tag out, the opponent doesn't seem to have figured out how to do that yet. And they... Okay, chose not to battle. I'll work with that. Draw. That's a good card. We can Tempest, but that doesn't seem to do anything. Because that would banish our Ryza. So I guess I'll just set the Cataclysm for now. Target a monster, reveal a fusion in your extract. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it can be used as YZ tank. Okay, so something tells me that Y, Z, and W don't go together. I feel like they're missing something. I feel like they're missing a crucial stepping stone in that fusion. Okay, sure. Okay, so that can bring back a monster from my grave. A low level one. So we could go Cataclysm pop 2. Normal summon revive. Link into Pentastag. Bring back Tempest. Because we don't have like the levels for tuning. Well, let's go for it. Biggest one is Pentastag. Yeah, that's Tempest here. We'll get rid of the 8 and the 3. I think. The remaining Dragoonity we have is the 5 and the other 2. So yeah, we'll get rid of the 3. Get some good damage in there. And then I think we make Draco Monsters, since the Tempest is going to bounce to hand at end phase. Yeah, let's make Draco Monsters. And then next turn we can make Access Code Talker if the Tempest is still there. Armed Dragon Lightning. Okay. Well. Nice easy one from a bot. We absolutely take those. Suppose I could have linked into Access Code Talker to give him some time. It's so rare that we climb all the way up into Access Code Talker. I probably should have given him the honors. I mean, doing great so far. Tarun. The Duelist Crusher that is an unfathomable explorer with a hyperspeed halo. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we have Camion, Heartbeat. Hands looking fine. I do like to see Camion. That is kind of a get rid of anything card. I do not like to see Kashtira Ogre. Electric Jellyfish. Could this be a Masochist? This could very well be a Masochist. Doom Kraken? If Umi is on the field. Umi is not on the field. In which case... we can use Camion to out the Ogre. Yeah, I think it's the only line we've got that makes any kind of sense. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be fun to deal with down the line. I mean, we'll be able to go Cataclysm to out the Ogre next turn. Okay, 2 copies of Legendary Ocean. I'm starting to doubt that it's a Masochist. Just a hunch. Okay. I hate that they get to banish something from the top of my deck. Though I'm okay with any of those, really. Those are all pretty solid draws, except for Ryza. Okay, there goes Torrential Tribute, but that's fine. We're getting Adhara, which gives us options. Not sure how we deal with the Bloody Kraken, though. Am I gonna really return the Kraken? Because I can go into a Synchro 8, but none of my Synchro 8s actually deal with the Ogre. So I do think I have to get rid of Ogre. Okay, and then I'm going to be drawing Adhara. Right? Yeah, we're drawing Adhara here. Okay, now this is shuffling back into the deck, so the top of the deck is now in a randomized order. So I can Special Vish, normal Adhara, Synchro 8. Problem is, how do I deal with these two? If I enter the battle phase, then the Mega Fortress Whale gets to destroy my cards. So I kind of have to just not go battle phase. In which case, it would be make a monster that's bigger than his guys. So I guess it would be Crimson Blader. Alternatively, I can use Dragoonity Phalanx to out these guys with Cataclysm. And that's a fish, an aqua, and an aqua. None of these do anything. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can either add to your hand or special summon a water from your deck or grave. Okay, so this thing does stuff if it gets destroyed. And it's the one that's a mismatched type. That's annoying. I guess we set the Phalanx and we throw it back. Not sure what I'm going to do about the Mega Fortress Whale, so I kind of need them to summon another fish here. So that I can Ice Dragons it. Okay, send an Umi, special summon. There's their third copy of Legendary Ocean out of the deck. That is a Sea Serpent. They can add Sea Stealth Attack with this. Can't let them do that. So I think we go Cataclysm, Tribute to get rid of him. And him. I really don't like that he gets to float here, but I don't really have much choice. Here comes a water warrior monster from the deck. Presumably one of the legendary fishermen. Oh. No, that's like a real card. Ice Dragons negates. Does this end the battle phase? No, it just negates the attack. Okay, so I think we go... I think we let all this through. We'll take the damage. This is when we resolve an effect on the field. Effect activated on the field resolves. Okay. So that means we can go Special Vish, Normal Adhara, Synchro 8, Ice Dragon's Prison back their guy, go battle phase, force out the Doom Kraken, and then clear this guy. And he locks them out of 5 and higher's. 5 hires. Yeah, okay. I think that's the line. Head Judging is a card that exists, truly. Is there a reason to go for like anything in the link line? Maybe? Not really. Yeah, okay, so we go Vish. Normal summon Adhara. Make Crimson Blader or Stardust. I think we go Crimson Blader to try lock them out of level 5 or higher. Because those are the ones that I'm really scared of. Then we Ice Dragon's Prison. Take their guy. Oh, I could banish the no, I don't want to banish my own Crimson Blader. Sanity check. Return this card to the hand. Negate the attack. Okay. So let's force out the Doom Kraken. Okay, and then we'll clear the Ryo. And then we should be able to resolve Crimson Blader here. Yep. And then we go main 2. We set Head Judging. And we throw it back to them. Jellyfish has no more copies of Umi to send, so they're just going to normal summon the Kraken probably. The Kraken is going to be very annoying. Oh dear. Okay, 50-50. Come on. We never miss these. We never miss these. We never miss this. Fuck. I guess we do miss those. And now we're just screwed, because now he gets to pop the Fortress Whale if he knows what he's doing. Okay, but he doesn't have targets for it, so there's that. Oh, he does? He has level 4 lowers? I need an out for this bloody Kraken. I don't think I can out Kraken. I mean, I'm pretty sure cards in my deck do exist that out the Kraken, but... Huh? Oh, they get to trigger its effect here. But that's fine, because I'm no longer a water monster. Right? These can only pop water monsters. Okay. Are they gonna crash again? No. Okay. Zeus. How do I out a bloody Zeus? That is the most convoluted line to get to Zeus that I've ever seen, but... Okay, so many cards do this. I think Gilcia is the cleanest. Oh, right on schedule, Summoning Curse. Right on time. Well, I guess we activate Summoning Curse and hope they don't have any monsters, but... You know? Oh. Am I really gonna pay 500? Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna pay 500. The difference between 425 and 925 life points is basically nothing. Ah. So many cards we could have drawn to get us in that game. Guiltia would have done it. The Time Lord would have done it. Don't know if we had enough wins, but like maybe Tempest could have saved us for a turn. Bullblader would have done it. Ah well. Thus is the nature of Master Duel. You have to just sort of accept that all of your opponent's cards are better. Okay, well, we're about to get max seed, probably. No? Well, let's do our best. We'll make Stardust Spark Dragon. Not to be confused with actual Stardust Dragon. Because Because if it was Stardust Dragon, it would actually be insulated against Feather Duster and Heavy Storm and all those. But it is very much not Stardust Dragon. Oh. This is an unusual card. Only ever really played by gimmick lists. Okay. Okay, this is an actual deck. It's playing a gimmick card, but it is an actual deck. Which makes me think that I'm going to need head judging to pull a lot of weight here. Signet Codec. I do not like that one. Oh, it's Malice. Lovely. I hate this. I really, really hate this. But I have to tribute my synchro to try stem the bleeding here. This is the worst build of Malice I've ever seen, but it is a build of Malice, which is going to be problematic. And honestly, getting the Stardust off the field to turn off the Signet Storm seems kind of reasonable. Really, battle phase for 300, that's the line? That's the line we're playing here? Okay. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any non-effect monsters to ever use Vishuda's effect now that I'm thinking about it. Well, our Raigeki Break is back online, and I guess that's all we've got going for us for now. They're gonna normal summon a guy, make transcode Talker, and then I'm going to just lose. Tribute summon. If this is in your hand, discard a Cyburst, reduce this card's level by 2 until end of turn. Tribute this card, special summon 3 tokens. Okay, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. I am somehow in a position where I'm kind of stabilizing. Just need the top of the deck to be very, very kind to me, and I can actually pull this back somehow. Hilarious. Okay, so what I need to happen here is for them to activate a monster effect so that I can steal it with head judging after winning a coin flip so that I can tribute summon Pilus so that I can actually combo. Making one level 7 synchro. I am comboing. Normal set. What on earth are you normal setting in Malice? It could be maybe Dotscaper, but you're telling me we don't have Splash Mage? I mean, Splash Mage is what, an SR? Okay, give me something I can work with. There's so many good cards, and that is probably not one of them. I'm not entirely sure. Well, let's see what we can add with it. Wait, we can special summon it. We don't have enough. Oh, we have dragons. Stardust Spark is a dragon. Let me check my deck. What dragon could I add? Sloth, which doesn't do anything. Drago, which is big enough, but just dies in the end phase. And then I could add this one. Target level 4 lower Wind Dragon in the grave. Do I have a level 4 lower Wind Dragon? I do not. You know what? We gamble. That is not yet lethal. That's 32, that's 35. That is still not lethal. I mean, transcode into access code is lethal. Here we go. That's a link 3 for Malice Red Ransom. We spin the wheel. Come on. We spin that wheel. 50-50. Yes! And that is enough to go into access code talker if I draw a summonable monster, which I have Tempest, but... Summoning Curse. Tribute Summon, Special... Triple Summon, Equip, Special, Synchro, Special... I think that makes sense to go with that line. Let's get rid of this. Infinite Impermanence inbound. No imperm. Okay, we bring out Phalanx. Phalanx effect. That's more damage. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, I'm actually not even playing into Nibiru here. 3. I don't like that they're getting response windows there. Let's get in as much damage as we can. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. shit. Ah, fuck me. Oh, changes the attack to 0. I actually forgot about that. It's fine. It's fine. They're just gonna attack with the Avramax and it's going to be all right. I will definitely pay the 500. It changes attack, which means it can be used in the damage step. Unfortunate. It can banish from grave. On the plus side, that means this was doomed even if I had used the Clearwing Fast Dragon correctly. Actually, maybe they pay enough life points that my Fast Dragon surprise kills them. Big maybe on that. Oh, it swaps attack and defense? That is very weird. Mandatory effects. Oh, hilarious. They're gonna search a Malice Trap and then it's immediately gonna get banished. Okay, so if I'm playing as the opponent, there's no way they're not attacking with Avramax first, right? Huh. Maybe they'll pay another 2,000 life points? Moral End. We have a rocket engrave. We have a rocket engrave. Yeah. That felt almost winnable for a minute, and then they drew a Malice monster. And clicked on the yellow buttons. One more. All we need is one more win. Is there a reason to summon Nahata here? Probably not. Just occurred to me, what level 3 tuners do I actually have? It's just the one, isn't it? Yeah, it is actually just the one. Although Nahata does also enable rank 4s, so maybe Nahata is worth it. And it's a wind for... Tempest. That's a lot of titles. Which raises some questions. How do they have that many titles and they're still in gold? Hand's garbage, by the way. Planet Pathfinder, it is Kashtira. I am not willing to sit through this. Is it possible for my deck to beat Kashtira? Technically. Is it likely? Not particularly. Is it worth sticking around for? Absolutely not. Well, yeah, let's save ourselves some time here. I'm seeing 60 cards, which makes me think it's branded. I could Synchro 4, but that seems kind of pointless. And I don't have a Synchro 4 in the first place. I'm thinking set Divine Wrath. And throw it back, because we can Divine Wrath discarding Dream Devourer. Odds are good, they're just going to Windmill Slam Branded Fusion. And then we're going to lose, but let's see. Oh, it's Yubel. Shoot and pray. Shoot and pray. Absolutely not for the Dark Beckoning Beast. Absolutely not. Nessie after setting 2. Add Bigfoot, okay. Bigfoot, come on, let's miss. Nice. Snake, let's miss again. Nice. Okay, what are our face downs that we absolutely couldn't afford to give up? What are these face downs that we couldn't bear to lose? And add horror. Well, Pank is a 7, so I could Synchro. But I think we'll just Big Bungus Beat for now. Summon out Panky. Dream Devourer. Banishing him. Him. And him. Called by the Grave. It would be kind of weird though to set Called by the Grave before activating your danger effects. They're doing a lot of reading. Or maybe they've just disconnected because they're frustrated at their misses on Nessie and Bigfoot. I'll take it. I'm not sure what happened there, but I will take it. Connection failed. So what pile of garbage were they playing? I thought Yubel or Fiend Link, and then I saw the dangers, and I'm like, huh? It's Sacred Beasts. What are the dangers doing in this list? Why are we playing so many one-ofs? One Mirror Force and one Magic Cylinder? Why not, you know, 2 of 1? One Dimensional Barrier. Just one. This is truly just a pile of cards. But I will take it. It's a win. A win is a win. I'm not going to complain about winning. And then we'll grab our daily rewards. And we'll crack our packs. There we go. 10 master packs. Let's see what we can do with it. Lots of good pulls. We're guaranteed an ultra rare this time round. Okay, so obvious one is Masquerena. Masquerena is probably the single, not Masquerena, Little Knight, sorry. Little Knight is probably the single best card we could pull. Dark Hole would be really nice. Basilisk is not bad as just a generic pendulum card. I think it's Upstart Goblin, kind of. Destroy this card, shuffle the face-up, spellcast a pendulum from your extra deck into the main deck, except itself, draw a card. Yeah, it's technically it's kind of like an upstart goblin. I do not know this card. If an Xyz monster is special to your field, you can special this card from your hand. If an Xyz monster is special to your field while this is in your grave, you can toggle one of those and attach it. That's not bad. It's not great though. Target spell traps up to the number of co-linked monsters and destroy them. It's technically spell trap hate. If your opponent activates a card effect, the target's in amazement. Okay, what's this? Sargass. If I get Springans, this is going to be crazy. And I believe the Springans are pretty low rarity. Common, 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 rare. These are Therions, but they're also pretty low rarity. Yeah, I feel like there are more Springans cards that I'm not seeing here. Are these the only ones? Oh, well, they're all low rarity, so that helps. Merrymaker's a super. And that even the Gold Sea and yeah, so the only high rarity Springans card I would still need is one super rare Merrymaker, and then I'd need all the rares and commons. Which rares and commons are expected down the line. Ooh. Hop Ear Squadron. I mean, this could be pretty good. I don't think I have any really good 6s. But this could be pretty solid. Okay, Sasuke is old school. Firecracker. Yeah, no. Okay, and Memento Fusion. Okay. That's, you know, that's a card that exists. Brigand the Glory Dragon. I'm not sure if I already had this one. I think I already had one of these. I know the new is not appearing, which means I do have one, but one of those is from the Albaz structure deck. But I think I pulled one of these naturally as well. Which... it's a rank 8, but I feel like I'd be making Dingirsu rather than this. Attack the Moon. If I play rock monsters, it's spell trap removal. Kaiser Seahorse is a new card. It's a good one, but not good for us. Doesn't really do anything. If a light monster is on the field, destroy this card. A 4th Adhara. Chronomalies, TGs, win on time with Scattershot. If you control a heroic, you can special this from hand. If it's normal, special target a warrior with a level. That's not the worst card ever if I have enough heroic monsters, but I don't think I do. It's bad Maneater Bug. It's a level 3 tuner that does technically summon itself for free, but only if you have a high level synchro. Maybe down the line. For now, that does nothing. Another rank 8. So far, not looking so good. Oop. Rihan. Banish this from your grave, target a reptile and one face-up monster your opponent controls to activate this. Change those monsters to face down. Destroy that monster you control and change the monster of the opponent to 0. Not the worst card I've ever read, but still pretty bad. Fabled. Not very good. Inferno Wings, Violent Soldier, Gum Prize, Cyberse Witch, Cyberse Ritual Monster, and 1 Signet Ritual. I mean, if I pull a Cyberse Ritual Monster and a Signet Ritual from the packs, then this would be not bad at all. Right? Because this represents a lot of card economy if I can. Though I would need to pull a whole bunch of Cyberse stuff to facilitate that. But down the line it could be good. Ancient Gear Drill. Technically searches every spell in the game, but I think probably too slow. A Burning Abyss monster. We'd need a lot of those for that to be worth playing. We have Zark. This is a very weird one, because we actually do have Zark, but I don't think we have all of the pieces to fuse him. Right? And I don't know if we have any good spellcaster pendulums with 2500 original attack. This is a very strange one. Because I think we have the payoff, but we don't have the setup. Target 1 monster on the field this turn. That monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Super Soldier Rebirth. Raikou the Twilight Swan. Normal or flipped. Banish a Light Swan. Banish a card on the field. This feels like Yugioh with extra steps. Yeah, Yugioh with extra steps. Carbonetin is good. Not for the gaining attack, but because you can banish it for to summon a level 7 or lower dragon normal monster from hand or deck. That's a good effect. Though I'm not entirely sure what I'd use it for. It does summon a dragon out of the deck, so it's worth remembering that it exists. I mean, I pulled a bunch of rank 8s, why not pull a rank 8 enabler? During your main phase, you can make all monsters you currently control become level 8. I could put this in the Chaos pile. 2 or more light and or dark. Now, I remember when the game released, this card was bugged and needed... for some reason, it needed 3. Right, it needed 2 lights or 2 darks, but a light and a dark didn't work for some reason. So I'm not sure. I'm imagining they fixed that, but still, it seems pretty solid for the Chaos pile. Is this a bad one? This is the one that makes our life points 4,000. Oh, we've already got one as well. Another Performer Pal monster. Doesn't seem terrible, but we're still a long ways off from a playable Performer Pal pile. There's no way we have playable Fur Hire Engine. Right, there's no way we have enough Fur Hires for that. Flower Cardians, even if I pull a full Flower Cardian deck, I am not playing it. Menadium... Blackwings, this is Melodious, yep. Another Blackwing card. We're actually pulling a handful of Blackwing cards, so maybe. Another copy of Holding Legs. The Tricky is pretty good. It's a wind as well. I'll have to think on this one. This one might be worth it if we have enough level 2 tuners to go with it, or enough level 1 tuners. Or 3 tuners. I think that's a little bit too slow. I mean, we have cards like Fire Prison that just prevent the opponent from attacking outright, and we're not playing, so... Another Speedroid. If it's normal special, excavate cards from top of your deck equal to the number of other wind monsters you control. Add 1 excavated card to the hand. Maybe. It's a wind, it's a tuner, it's level 4. Oh. Runic Destruction. That's a good card. Mostly it's Mystical Space Typhoon with downside, but it also has upsides to it, right? The Banishing 4 could be relevant, and the ability to summon runics from the extra deck, while we don't currently have any runics, that could be good down the line. It also has the intimidation factor that our opponent will think we're playing runic, in which case they might just concede. That's a very good pull. Pearlies. Face of fire is destroyed. You can summon this from your hand and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of one of those destroyed fires in the grave. Not the worst card ever printed. It's like bad Promethean Princess. Like really bad Promethean Princess. Ritual summon a Dogmatica Ritual from your deck by tributing Dogmaticas and or Ritual Fusion Synchros from your field. Okay, that's not happening. During the main phase, if a monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's monster effect, except by being destroyed, end the main phase or skip the main phase 1 of your next turn. Of your opponent's next turn. That's a very weird one. Okay. Lost pack, PogChamp. Okay, we've got our guaranteed ultra at the end there. This needs us to attack a whole bunch of times. Another Flower Guardian. Adventure token support. Flipped face up is what I'm not liking about this, but... Oh. Chaos Witch. Quick glance at these other ones first. Discard to add Jurassic World. Garbage. Banish a light from your grave, draw a card. You can banish this card from your hand or field. Add a level 6 or lower Wind Beast monster from your deck to your hand. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be used for, but it is a Noble Knight. And then this just adds a Gen X guy. Okay, Chaos Witch. You contribute this card, summon 2 Dark Beast tokens. If this card is banished from the hand or grave, special summon 2 Light Beast tokens. You can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. Also, you cannot special from the extra deck except Light or Dark Synchros the turn you activate these effects. I am trying very hard not to say that this card sucks. Right, I mean the tokens are... The light tokens are tuners. The 1 per turn kind of sucks. If we had Chaos Angel, maybe those tokens would be more relevant. It is a level 4 spellcaster, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of bad as a card. So Runic Destruction and Hop-Eared Squadron could make the list. Aside from that, Galactic Spiral Dragon could be considered for the Chaos pile, enabling like Dingirsu and the like. And then there's like just a couple Pendulum cards that could go into a Pendulum slop deck down the line. Oh yeah, and we need to keep an eye out for all of the pieces of Zark, because I don't know if this is good. I don't think it is. But the fact that we can banish the materials from deck or extra deck kind of helps us. Banishing materials on it from hand, deck, extra deck, field, and or grave. Making sure to get Pendulum Dragon, Xyz Dragon, Synchro Dragon, and Fusion Dragon. Okay, so let's take a look actually at if I actually have any of those. Right, because Zark is a good card. The materials to summon him are terrible, but the card itself is a good card. Okay, no, that is actually my first Brigand. Could be relevant if we ever pull Fallen Valvez. Here. Okay, we actually don't own any of the materials. Yeah, we don't own any of the materials for Zark. So that's a long ways off. But Runic Destruction, I'll just be chucking into everything now, because it's just Mystical Space Typhoon. With upside and downside. And then I will bookmark Hoppy-Eared Squadron. And I'll bookmark Galaxy Spiral Dragon. And I guess I'll bookmark the Runic Destruction since I've still got bookmarks left. Well, that's gonna be it for today, I guess. I will catch you all in the next one. Adios.